Do we have any
Good.
pictures of John?
Do we have any?
Do you have a scarecrow in the place? Go.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Realty Connects Long Island. I'm Corinne Caro. Thank you for joining us on the Daily Blue today. I am here with my co-host, Michael Ardolino. And we have a surprise co-host today, Paul Musso. And if you haven't noticed, I mentioned Paul every single
I gotta
show.
jump in here. So are you happy? Your teddy bear is here.
He's here. Look how ready he is. He's so excited to be here.
And we're gonna get to Paul Musso, our teddy bear, in a few minutes. He's going to talk about, Paul is an expert in not only residential, he is very talented in commercial, so today we're going to dabble in that a little bit.
Oh, and he's just a wonderful person. He's so sweet, he's so kind. Everybody in Smithtown knows him to be that way. All right, we'll keep going through the whole show, Paul. So we want to get right to Newsday today because we had a special report right here.
So, I mean, I have to tell you.
Today's news.
I picked up Newsday today, and I said, they're watching our show.
All right.
Because everything that's in here is what we've been saying for about the last 3 or 4 shows.
Yeah.
And let me just, the headline says, Long Island home sales get a boost. So I said, gee.
But that's not a picture of you.
I know,
I can't
Corinne.
believe
Well,
it. What
Corinne,
the heck?
what's the problem? How come I'm not getting interviewed?
I don't know.
But anyway, here's what they said. They said that sales are up 41%. Sales are up 41% from last year.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, in Suffolk County, we were up in that same range. We had 1,200 homes sell already this year. That's what we've been saying.
Yes, exactly.
Then they went on and they said the local market's recovering, and however, the buyers and sellers are selling, but they need to realize it doesn't mean we're in 2003 and we're going to start seeing this major surge of houses going up, that we're going to see this, you know, ebbing and flowing and fits and starts, and that's exactly what they said. So I think they're watching our show.
I like how you put your glasses on to read. The glasses look good.
Listen, I could say something right now, but you told me not to. I have to put them in here.
I know exactly. I knew you were going to go there. Let's not go there.
I wouldn't bring up anything
Okay,
else.
nothing. I'm not saying a word.
How's your hand
That's
feeling?
it. Oh, it's doing better.
That's
Look.
good.
Right.
And you haven't cooked since.
Okay. He has them lined up, Brandon. Look at this.
I'm ready.
Let's get back to the news. We want to talk about real estate here, okay?
So let's talk about.
Stay on track.
Let's talk. Now you made me lose my train of thought here. The mortgage rates.
Okay.
Well, everything's tied to the mortgage rates.
Yeah.
We've been saying that all along.
Yeah.
And once again, they said exactly the same thing, that it's going to be tied to the mortgage rates on how the market plays for the rest of this year and into next year. The good thing is the 30-year rate went down to an average of 4.35, which is what we've been hoping for and what we've been saying would probably happen,
right.
which works into that ebb and flow that we keep seeing, that our consumers are seeing what's happening, that buyers come out, the buyers step back.
Right.
The sellers adjust their prices and listen to the coaching of their agents, and then they get a little nervous because, hey, I'm not getting enough activity. So I just want to finish one more point here.
Yeah, you're really taking over John's spot today.
John, once again, is on vacation.
Once again?
And John, if you're watching, call in.
Yeah, call
Tell us
John.
if you're on the beach.
We put Michael's phone number everywhere today.
Okay. Oh, you didn't tell?
No, we promoted the office line today. So if you want to call in live, you can dial 631-881-5160. We have several questions that people did call in and ask throughout the week, and we will get to them later on in the show.
2 more quick
Okay,
things.
2 more quick things.
Yes, inventory is down. When inventory is down, that means you're in a balanced market. We've been saying we've been heading more and more and more to that balanced market.
Okay.
It was exactly where we are. We are under 10,000 homes for sale in Suffolk County. Said here, we've been saying that was trending there.
Yes, you
so
did.
I think that this writer should keep watching our show.
I think so.
Because that's exactly what they said here, and the multiple listing service said it's down, and it is down.
Any other news that you haven't reported that came out in today's paper?
One more thing.
Yeah.
Well, they're interviewing the new replacement for the Fed chairman, Bernanke. So yesterday in the Fed hearings, Janet Yellen, who is applying for the job, said some very important things that is really going to help. She said that she believes that Bernanke's on the right track. She wants to continue to stay there. She feels the economy's not strong enough yet. We still should be backing it. That was a major thing said, that
Okay.
everyone's gonna like that, and we'll
Right.
probably notice that in the stock market over the next few days.
Okay.
So she believes that we should continue to support the recovery the way they've been doing it. So they're gonna put another $85 billion into the market to support keeping the rate down.
Right.
So that sends a signal to our buyer and seller, the market's still very, 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 very good. Now we're all caught up.
Yeah, but you've been saying that. I've learned that every week on this show. I have learned all about the Long Island real estate market. Can we let our guest, Paul,
Teddy bear.
Teddy Bear, can we let him chime in on this news of the day?
Absolutely. What's your thoughts on what we just covered?
Can't let
here?
you just steal the show today, okay?
She really wants to sit
It
next.
seems like you guys have a lot of fun here.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we
do.
do.
I agree. I mean, the market has definitely been busy, and I think you've had a lot of consumers out there just sitting on and waiting. And I think that as we're progressively seeing the market change, those buyers are absolutely pulling the triggers. We've been tremendously busy on the residential side, which obviously, cohorts to the commercial side of our business, and I guess
We'll get to that in a few
Yeah,
minutes.
is it relative commercial and residential? Like if the statistics are here for commercial,
Different
residential, it's
kind.
totally
Totally
different.
different.
So we
Totally
can't
different.
be, it's,
Like the building you purchased
yeah,
for your business
yeah.
is worth more money today.
Agreed.
And we're gonna get into that.
But we're not going anywhere, sorry
I
guys.
think Brandon is behind the camera.
Sorry, is he signing something and I missed it?
Red
Red
ruby slippers.
Red
She
shoes.
does not dress like this for us.
I wanted to
Now,
click
I mean,
them
you've got it all,
for
the
you,
hands
Paul. I'm
down, the
clicking them.
ruby
Thank
slippers.
Pleasure.
Specially dressed today
Thank
for
you.
Very
Paul. We
specially
had very
dressed today.
special guest and he's very important to me.
Right.
Paul and I go way back
With them.
and I adore him. He's a really
Okay,
great guy.
Can I get back?
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. We got two calls last week that were after the show.
Right, really?
So I think it
Not
ties
complaints,
into
right?
today. I'm talking to Brandon behind the
Oh, sorry.
camera. Can you, what were those questions? Oh, here we go.
Brandon, sorry. The winter is coming and the market is slowing down. Do you suggest putting a house on the market at this time of year?
Okay, I have a
That's a
couple
great
of quick
question.
answers there. Watch the Daily Blue, watch our show every week, because everything that you just saw that came out in Newsday, you would have heard about a month or so ago. Here's my take on that, is the market is not slowing down. Putting your house on at this time of the year would be very wise because the rates are going down. The buyer pool is very serious as we get into the colder weather and we get into December. Serious buyers are looking. There's less buyers looking, but they're very serious. And they're chasing the rate.
Yes.
They
Quality
want that
versus
rate.
quantity. Okay.
Agreed. I think majority of people are out there looking for homes over the next couple of months are absolutely, I'd rather work with a buyer going into November, December, and January than I would probably in June or July, because I think the people that are out there buying now are 100% serious individuals.
Okay.
So-
And they're much more committed, and then, like you said, in terms of the rate, they are running after that rate, and they wanna make sure they lock in before if we see an adjustment in the rate.
So so our takeaway to Mark is then, take the coaching from your realtor. They're the expert, put it on now, put it on at the right price,
And
and
pull
there's
it.
gonna be people out.
And pull the trigger.
Excellent, excellent. And we had one more question.
Oh, we do?
And then let's get to
I wanna get to commercial. I wanna talk about it. You want me to read the question again?
Please.
I'm kinda good at that. My house has been on the market for 6 months and recently haven't had much activity. Do you think that I should take it off the market?
well, you wanna take that first, cause I'll jump in after you, or you want me to take it first?
Well,
Go ahead.
I'll take it.
Okay.
There's a
Of course
reason.
you would.
Steal the show, Paul.
Can't
Come
come
on.
and sit over here.
Steal the
and-
show.
There's a reason why your house hasn't been showing, and it has to do either with accessibility to the house, which if they're getting access, if the realtor is promoting the property properly, and then the rule of thumb is it's price, price, and price. So if you're in a position that the property is not being shown, you have to say to yourself, where am I in the price point of the local market, and am I competing to the competition that's out there? And if you are, then you're priced right. But if you're in a situation that the house has been on the market for as long as it has, and it's not being shown, most likely it's probably gonna be priced.
And Leslie, if you do, tune in again, what we've been saying for the last, several months, your house, if it's priced right, with the way the market's going right now and the inventory level, it is a good time to stay on the market. And you should really be listening to the coaching of your agent, whoever your agent is, whatever advice they're giving you. I'm sure they're on top of the market. Hope that answers your question.
Good.
Now you can get to
Now we can get to Paulie. All right. So Paulie, I know that in the past I gave you a commercial listing.
Yes.
Great follow through, great service, excellent reviews.
Yeah,
From
thank you.
anyone that ever talks about you or mentions you, not just because you are really sweet, but because you really know your stuff.
I've been doing this for 13 years, and I really enjoy what I do. I live and breathe this business every day. The commercial market is definitely moving. We have a building that we just recently put out on the market about 60 days ago, and we have it in contract. It's a national
Wow.
chain buying it 35 days. And you're talking about a property that runs along 58 Riverhead. It was a
So all the way out in Riverhead,
Riverhead.
national.
national
buying.
company. Yeah, it was a,
Okay, so just to help some of the people in commercial, just that we'd be looking at commercial. Give them the 3 categories in commercial, because we're really speaking to the consumer.
well, you're in a position where if you're looking in the commercial market, you could do industrial, you could do retail, and ultimately you could do something called mixed use, which gives you accessibility to a typical, if you're from the city, a typical storefront on the main, and then you have like the apartment set on the second, and then, you know, 3rd floor type of setting.
Okay, so you're finding that let's break that down a little bit. Talk about the industrial for a moment. How do you see the industrial market across Suffolk County year over year? What would you say is the buying up, is there inventory there, and are they being rented?
As you go through our area here in Hopog, you definitely see a lot more buildings on the market. With that being said, the larger buildings we discussed are getting sucked up, so the larger square footage are
Really?
getting eaten up pretty quickly.
And the nationals are buying
And the
those?
national companies are still coming in, and I think what's happening, a lot of the larger companies that are out there were sitting on the fence for so long, and now they want to position themselves, because this market's gonna change, and when it changes, they want to position themselves in every area of Long Island that they're trying to be in, and they're trying to snatch up what's out there.
So Paul, would you say that what's the reason you think they're sensing the change? Does it tie back to the rates just like residential? Does it tie back to money?
I'm gonna say, I agree, it ties back to the money, it ties back to interest rates, and a little bit what you had indicated about residential following commercial. When you see, and there's an onslaught of multifamily jobs that are due to hit the market over the next year or two, national companies see that, and when they look at that, they want to position themselves to get into our areas and to suck up whatever buildings are there. I will say this here, there's great opportunity, there's great deals out there, and for the people that are liquid, they're snatching them up.
And inventory shrinking there?
Inventory is shrinking on the larger scale pieces. On the smaller pieces, 20,000 and below, you know, they're still out there. Great opportunity on those pieces, great opportunity out there.
Like we saw a foreclosure market in the residential area. Did you have the same type of
We
foreclosures and
have,
things like that happening?
we have, and we had, and we're gonna
Okay.
continue to see that.
Okay.
We're gonna continue to see that on the industrial side, as well as I think the retail mixed use side.
Okay, talk a little bit about the retail now. Let's go to the retail side,
Mm.
and let's go to those local shops. Do you know, those strip malls and not the major shopping centers? How do you view that year over year? Last year versus this year, are people stepping in? What's happening there?
Again, I think a lot of national companies are trying to position themselves on the retail side. I think going back to 2000, 2006, 2007, we had the whole idea of those big box stores, and everybody kind of attached themselves to that. I think what's happening now is you see like even the redevelopment downtown in, let's say, Patchogue.
Mhm.
That whole area was redeveloped, and the reason why, because the village and the local communities took it upon themselves to drive the business back, and they did that by bringing in national companies
And that's
and bringing them down back to the idea of
boutique.
mom and pop and boutique facilities.
I know that
Really?
Steve Malone, our county executive here, has suggested many times of the towns really taking charge of
Yes,
that.
they
So
have.
do you work closely
We
with
do-
what the
we-
towns want
We
and
did a lot of work.
trying to do that rejuvenation and?
We did a lot of work with TriTech. TriTech is a large company. They were just awarded the RFP for the Riverhead.
Explain the RFP.
okay,
Yeah, we don't know
pipeline.
what that is. I don't know what that is.
The RFP is basically, it's a bid that goes out by the government and the county, and TriTech is a company that was awarded that, and there's gonna be a huge revitalization process, which is about 50 acres along the Ronkonkoma corridor.
Oh, that's
in terms of
right,
that
yeah.
area.
You know, it's interesting you bring up Tri-Tech. I happen to know them very well.
Great company.
And I was at a social event at Stony Brook
They do.
Athletics, and I was talking to Jimmy, and I was talking to his father, and they're doing Patchogue with all the rentals. They're redoing the whole lace mill, and the
Yes.
Sweezies was, and that's gonna explode Patchogue. That's gonna help the commercial tremendously. I heard they're working in Ronkonkoma, and no one can get that started. And now, this isn't a Tri-Tech commercial, but
They do it.
they're stepping into that.
Yes.
And there's some things going on in Port Jefferson that they're about to announce.
That's good, because I think
And,
that the
Yeah.
town of Huntington has always been known for a nice influx of
Yeah.
people coming in to walk around and shop. And Port Jeff has a lot of that too, but there are more areas that I think could use that,
Yeah.
you know?
So
We're getting
the-
signs and
the-
everything,
the-
so we're all
the-
distracted, just
the
tell us what.
RFP.
I just wanna verify, it was a request for a proposal, and I apologize.
Okay,
So,
so,
just to go back to the news and then we'll
Yes,
move
yes.
on. You're saying the low rates, the lower inventory, and the smaller boutiques, we're starting to see with the local towns and communities that are paying attention.
Yes, definitely.
Slowly, we're
Bringing it
seeing
back.
those few stores coming back.
Yes.
And if our consumers, all of us, shop there again.
It will help, it will definitely help your downtown communities, absolutely.
so
Shop local,
you're,
that's the key.
good, yeah, exactly.
Shop
But you're
local,
bringing these
absolutely.
national companies in, but so it's still, you
But
know,
some of
it's
those
a,
national companies, I think what Paul's saying, not to interrupt you, but
Yeah,
some of
that-
those things he's saying is they're coming into those smaller
They-
stores too and renting
Right.
them.
Think
Right.
about, years ago, Dunkin' Donuts, you never see a Dunkin' Donuts in a main strip area. They're popping
They
up
were
with long,
freestanding.
Right.
Now there's a Dunkin' Donuts,
it's Starbucks.
and you're working with all
And
of
they're
us.
coming into the towns, they're willing to come to the towns.
We're getting
They're
back
willing
to
right.
but a lot of towns, am I wrong, don't want that in there, they
This-
want the mom and pop,
Yeah, but
right?
they're seeing it change.
Right.
Cause I mean, I think it is good, if somebody wants Starbucks and you gotta drive, 15 miles to go get it, it's not gonna really
Yeah.
help the town.
Yeah.
So you gotta leave town to go get Starbucks,
Right.
right?
You know, Paul, I gotta give you a compliment. I mean, I remember when you first
More
started
compliments.
going into commercial, and you were banging your head against the wall a little bit, and you've learned your lessons well.
I have.
What do you like better?
do a good
I mean,
job.
well, I shouldn't even
I've
ask
got the
that.
bruises to support it.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm sure. Do you prefer, or it must be really different, dealing with a commercial buyer and a residential buyer, right?
You're dealing with,
Totally different breed.
you're dealing with less emotion.
Right.
It's more about numbers, and you have people that make decisions a lot quicker,
Okay.
which is good, and sometimes it's bad. When there's
Sure.
a positive to it, there's also a negative.
Now, you have a team of people, so do people have different jobs? You're handling commercial and residential.
I have a team of agents that work with me,
That's
and I call
great.
them really business partners. At the end of the
Right.
day, we have to
Your
do what's right for
partnership.
our consumers and
Yeah,
do what's right for our business.
Sure.
great.
How's your daughter, by the way?
Awesome, she's doing awesome.
That's
Thank you,
great,
thanks,
good.
Mary. Thank you, thank you for asking.
It's been really, really wonderful talking with you, but we have to get to some
So
listings.
stay, we're gonna go into
Yeah,
some
please,
listings.
let's
You
stay.
can help us
Please,
talk
yes.
about
Yeah,
some
help
of
us
the
out on the
listings.
listings.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Take the first
This-
one, Paul.
Well, this is a new but quickly sold piece of property. This is the building I was telling you about. It's a building that sits on North Country Road in Riverhead. It's a long-
Riverhead.
In Long 58.
Is this the one you were referring
This
to?
is the one I was referring to that got sucked up real quick, and we sold this in 35 days.
Wow.
National company came in.
Can you tell us which national company?
I would love to, but I can't.
You can't,
Once we
right?
close,
Oh.
I promise you, I'll
All
let
right.
you know.
We want to be the first to know.
I will.
Okay.
Actually, hope we get back on the
National
show.
chains are very careful before they.
Sure. Okay.
So this is one piece that I was explaining to you, that they came in, very minimal negotiation on price. They seen the location. We sat with the owners on it and made it happen, so.
That's
Very
great.
nice. And what's the
Thank you.
next one? Oh, here's one you wanna take now?
A residential.
She likes to be real estate.
11 Longley Place in Huntington Station, under 310,000. It was pretty smart. A beautiful little charming 3-bedroom, 2-bath split with fireplace, hardwood floors,
Skylights.
skylights, basement, brick. Looks pretty nice.
Nice
Sweet.
house.
It's really sweet.
Well, here's one on 7 Green Place in South Setauket. It's immaculate.
I like
Looks
that
nice.
front porch.
Yeah, vinyl siding, new gas heating system, hardwood floors, master bath. deck.
Oh, I like when we see the inside.
Yeah.
I wanna see the inside.
Brandon's just
Thank you, Brandon, for
sliding
getting that
it
in.
as he goes. We're gonna get you on the show, yeah.
Oh, we will.
It's on a nice quiet street. Nice house.
Oh, very pretty.
Beautiful backyard.
A lot
That's
of,
off of 349.
A lot of outdoor entertaining space.
Nice.
How about you, Paul? Take this one?
Stacy's got a beautiful house in Southport Street in Ronkonkoma. This house, taxes are pretty aggressive. They had $7,300. It was newly renovated. It was a 3 to 4 bedroom ranch. It has an extension off the back.
Beautiful.
Beautiful hardwood
Already
floors.
done.
Presents itself well.
Central air.
Nice kitchen.
Very
Nice floor.
kitchen.
Ceramic floor.
Julie Padamani, right? Padamani.
That was the lady that we did.
Oh, I love her. Yeah, she's a wonderful
beautiful house.
woman.
Beautiful.
Really dynamic.
119. Go ahead.
65 McConnell Avenue in Bayport. Oh, it's beautiful.
It's a Soka house.
Historic. 1885 Victorian. Charming home with hardwood
Oh,
floors and
beautiful.
a
Beautiful.
fireplace, partial
419.
basement, a barn garage.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of that? Oh, please.
Oh, look at the nice
Gazebo,
beautiful gazebo.
horse property.
Oh, it's a big piece of property.
How
It's
big
an
is
acre.
it?
It's an
Oh, it
acre.
is an acre. Very, very
That's in
nice.
South Bayport.
Very pretty.
Very
Bayport's
nice.
a really sweet area.
Very nice.
I love seeing that.
Higby Lane, West
Yeah,
Islip.
all
This
over
is
here.
right
love
around
it.
where my husband grew
Grew
up,
up in
right
West
over there.
Islip?
Yeah.
Very nice, yeah.
Yeah.
No, great house. Nice landscaping there. It's a 4-bedroom, 2 kitchens.
Wow.
Yeah, what's the inside of that? Accessory apartment permit.
You know this place.
No, but I know the area. I know the block pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah.
444, 449,
449.
990.
So this would be a really good investment property for
legal
rental
apartment.
and, yeah.
We'll bring in mom
Sure,
or
mom
your
and
mother-in-law.
dad.
I mean, if you
Aw,
got
you're so sweet.
Very nice.
I did have
Oh,
one.
oh my gosh, stay on
He's
the
gonna take
house.
care of his family. What a good guy. I hope Louise is watching.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh. She's gonna come crashing through the door in a minute.
I love her. I
Yeah,
love
you better
her.
love her.
I do.
Yes, you
Of
better.
course I do. I love her. All right, so next one, on Sandy Hollow in Northport. I love Northport too. Now that's a charming spot with a great town. One of a kind charming farm ranch with
Beautiful there.
an acre again.
Nice.
3-car garage.
Low taxes. Over there, Harborfield Schools, 3-car garage, chicken coops.
Oh,
Now you're
perfect.
talking.
I know.
Perfect.
I wanna know
Oh.
why that would be advantageous to put in a listing, cause that could be a turn on
People, lots
also.
of people like
want to raise
natural-
chickens
I don't
and
know,
They want the chickens for the
that.
eggs.
Paul doesn't know about
And
that.
then he'll go outside, whack
Whack
right
'em.
over and cook the
What?
chicken.
Oh, Paul, you're changing my whole opinion of
She
you
doesn't,
now.
she doesn't like killing anything. She
No,
said she wouldn't
I
kill
just
water.
said that before. I
Didn't you
won't kill.
grow up where your grandfather would buy the
No.
chicken, put it in
And
the
chop
tub?
that thing, chop it,
And you'd see it in the tub for a
Go,
day or
let's
two,
get back to the
and the day
listings.
of
Stop
Thanksgiving,
it.
you'd eat that turkey.
It's the way it's supposed to be done.
You
I know, it's an Italian
guys.
thing.
Think about what they do now.
Changing everything I feel right now.
Joe's
East
got-
Northport, let's get on. Local master craftsman rebuilds and redesigned this East Northport New Englander. It looks brand new. Pretty.
Beautifully
Joe
installed
does-
hardwood
Joe does
floors,
great
both
work.
in
Oh,
tile
this
and
is Joe. He's a great guy too.
Yeah.
We love
So it's
Joe.
beautiful.
Don't
Joe.
know for you.
roof side
Good job,
plumbing.
So Joe did this all.
Yeah. he
This
did
is
the whole-
beautiful.
Joe does a good job.
I've never seen
Beautiful.
an
Good
example.
Nice
Yeah.
job.
Very smart, very
449.
kind guy.
Very good house.
Oh, that's it. We're having
That's
so
it.
much fun.
I hope John likes the show, because Sean, if you don't like it, too bad.
Oh, he's mean today.
Went out
He's
on
in
the
your
beach
seat.
today. And see how comfortable I'm in this
Where is
seat?
John today?
Somewhere in Florida.
All
Wouldn't tell me
right.
where.
He's not telling us where.
Told
and
me not to
He
call.
turned off his phone. We
That's
couldn't
it.
even, we had questions. We
Rachel.
didn't even have a phone or anything. So Paul, do you want to close out for us today? How'd you like our show?
Great show, great opportunity, appreciate it.
Thank
Very,
you.
a lot of information here.
All right,
A
I
lot of
always
information.
ask one question.
Oh, boy.
Do you have any cool story about what your life is in real estate? Something funny, something crazy that's happened, a chicken coop, someone,
Louise showed up and you didn't expect her
I
to
could I could probably say, no, I've been to houses before, or properties before, where you've had appointments and you've walked in and people are home and,
That's
you
weird.
know, a little
That's,
weird.
that's
Yeah.
a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
A
weird.
little weird.
Okay, let's.
All right. We had some great stories though, like,
Um,
yeah, on the show, we've had some pretty cool stories. Pretty interesting things that are
Yeah,
found in old houses.
We definitely live some crazy lives to do what we do, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know you
I
love
went
what
to
you
a
do.
cul-de-sac once. I was supposed to meet the homeowner. So, anyone that knows me, I forget the address all the time when I'm going somewhere, and I left the folder. in the car, and there's 3 houses.
Um,
I go to the middle house. I knock on the door, nobody answers, the person says, come in. So I'm standing in this foyer, it's 30 feet high, and a woman comes out in a towel, and she said, can I help you? And I look up, I said, I think I'm in the wrong house. She says, it's okay. I ran out the door so fast, I was the house to the right.
wow.
That was wild.
Was it your listing?
I got the listing next door,
Okay.
and the lady in the middle waved to me every day.
She really liked you. She must have seen your picture
I don't know,
all
it was
over
kind of
Long
a long
Island.
time
You know
ago.
that? You have a recognizable face.
Yeah, he does.
We thank you, Paul, so much for
Pleasure,
coming
thank
on.
you, thank you,
You
thank
You
you.
did an
for having me.
excellent job. You
Thank
know
you,
how much
thank
I
you,
love
thank
you.
you, thank
You're a great
Wanna
agent,
kiss
good
him on
guy.
there, guys?
Stop it, you know.
Thank you.
He's a great guy, and we're so happy to have had him today. And John, we really did miss you, but thank you to Donna Drake and Brandon, and of course Brittany and the Blue Chippers over at the Blue Chip office. And thanks for joining us on the Daily Blue. We'll see you next Friday. What are we going to talk about?
You'll find out next week.
Come on,
Yeah,
Michael.
look at all the
Listen,
stuff
news
that
is
came up.
topical, so
Yeah.
this was
I
today's
think Newsday's
news.
gonna have to watch and see what we're gonna have out.
I'm calling that reporter and making sure she's watching.
Okay, good.
All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week at 11:30 every week on the Daily Blue. Thanks, guys.
Good.
Good.
Call her.
I'm gonna call her.